Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Let's Help You Play Fractured Space with me, TheDragoclaw. So this time I'm going to take out the Colossus for a spin. It is the first ship you can get in the USR tech tree. It costs, I think, around about 4,000, 4,600. Yeah, 4,600 to unlock, and 70,000 to purchase. I did that, and I'm going to go ahead and play with it. But first of all, I'm going to use the experience I've got so far to unlock a few of the abilities. So the first one I'm going to unlock is the slow drones, because the Colossus is a very slow ship, and it needs these slow drones to help slow down the enemy. Because what the Colossus does is it slows down enemy ships and then gets right into the middle of close range combat and starts destroying enemy ships that get anywhere close to it. It's the small ship bane, or rather the bane of small ships. It's not really the bane, as in the Batman villain of small ships. Whatever. So that's one of the things I'm going to unlock. The radial, dorsal, or condor missiles are... I don't think there's any difference between them. At least there didn't used to be, apart from the fact that they, depending on where they spawn. Now this can be an issue. For instance, if you've got dorsal missiles and your enemy is below you, it's unlikely they're going to hit, because they're going to take longer to get there and more chance for the enemy to activate their flak. However, if you manage to keep the ship you're fighting above you, you can just unload these missiles straight into them, and they don't have time to react. So that's a pretty good reason to have that one. Radial missiles can also be helpful, because it allows for... it fires like the Pioneer's missiles do, so that terrain won't be as much of an issue, because if it hits something, then not as much of your firepower is gone. Only like one missile doesn't hit instead of all of them. So there is some reason to be going for these, although I'm not going to do that at this time. And then there's the boost. So the Colossus has this boost because it's a very slow ship. You just get to launch yourself straight into the middle of combat, which is very nice. You've got the choice of a 7-second duration, 120-second cooldown, or basically half both of those for the short boost. And then you've got the gyro boost, which allows you to spin faster. The spinning faster is alright, but generally with the Colossus, spinning is not an issue, as your weapons are omnidirectional. I'm going to try out the short boost, because I feel like being able to boost more often is more useful. So I'm going to unlock that and purchase. And then there's the difference between flak and photonic charges. So photonic charges are like, I guess you could say photon torpedoes from Star Trek. You fire like a pulse, like a capsule of explosions that explode at a predetermined distance from the ship or on contact. They're kind of nice, but they do require you to be a bit more accurate. The flak, in my opinion, looks a lot better, and I don't know if it is a lot better. I don't know the stats on this. I'm just speaking from a just above casual player of the game. And so flak is, as you can imagine, a bunch of guns firing at one specific region. It ends up being very similar to the photonic charges in that it covers an AoE, which is very useful because it allows you to shoot round targets. So I'm going to keep that on. Let's go hit play now, and we'll get launched into the game. Hopefully it'll be as quick to join as last time. I'll try and cover a bit more of the things that I didn't cover last time. I have like a whole A4 sheet of notes here that I've been meaning to get through, but I did not have enough time in that last game. I didn't explain Gamma very well, so hopefully we'll pay attention for Gamma. And I did lose my train of thought a couple times, but no promises that won't happen this time, but I'll try my best. Wow, there's 1,000 players on right now. That's amazing. So if you didn't know, at the time that this video was released, Fractured Space is in a free weekend. If you purchase the game, or rather, if you purchase the game for free, or just get the game on Steam, you keep it for the rest of for life. It's yours for life. So I very much recommend doing so. The game is going to be released free to play eventually at some point. I don't know when that is though, but I do not regret buying this game at all. It's actually like my most played game, played game on Steam, I think. It surpassed Sins of a Solar Empire, which is impressive. By the way, if these tutorials are too scatterbrained for you, and you just prefer to see a game where I don't try and explain everything, you might want to check out my other channel, or not my other channel, my player still my channel. I've got quite a few games there where it's just me talking about stuff. Much more dynamic. Yeah, we had a good game of Adventurer in part 28? 27? 28? Something around there. Oh, just 5 Venturers against an entire team. That was pretty awesome. So we look like we've got a fairly decent team. We could probably use a bit more DPS, but I really want to show off for Colossus, so I'm going to go do that. We've got 15 seconds left. Don't think there's anything else to mention. I think I remembered to mention that it's very important to split your team between the 2 lanes. But to give the good luck, have fun. Okay, so always good to see another person saying good luck, have fun. Don't be afraid to talk to your people in the game. You really do need to be able to do that. The game is very much based on communication. You can also see that this ship had a special jump animation. That's because I've got a legendary skin, or a special skin, I guess. I don't know if it's classed as legendary, but I've got a special skin that has a special animation with it. You might have it if you purchase a free-to-play, or if you purchase the early access package. It's like the Vanguard or the Forerunner packs. I have both. I don't know if there's another one that I don't have, but I may at some point invest in. It's probably on sale now, actually, come to think of it, if it's gone to a free weekend. I don't know. I'll have to see. Okay, so basically, what I didn't want to happen last time has happened now. I am all alone in Alpha, which is a little bit of a problem. I am a Colossus, so it's less of a problem. But let's try out this boost and try and get closer. So there's a Sentinel and a Venturer here. I believe that's all there is. I'm going to target this Venturer here, because the Venturer is a healer. So I want to make sure I can take out that healer. You can see him just pop this heal there. That's good for me because it means he doesn't have it for a little bit more. You can see my right armor has just been destroyed by the stone cracker on the Venturer. That's not good. I'm slowly succumbing to their combined firepower, but I'm hoping I can take this guy with me. The flagship is the Colossus is a very good ship. It's just not that great at 2-on-1s. I have a problem here. I'm going to have to communicate with my team. Do that thing I said you should do. Ah, damn it. Alpha needs help. Are they just moving in formation? Jeez, guys, we need help on the other side. Someone please jump back and help. There's at least 2 of them there. There was at least 2 of them. So one of the most important parts of the early game is capturing the mines. We're doing a decent job of that, although we missed the middle one on the other lane, which is a shame. But oh, hi Venture. Wait, they had 2 Venturers. Okay, let's try and take out this guy here. Ghost in the confusingly Venturer. Might be a bit of a problem though. He looks like he's closing in to sort me out. The other Venturer is going for the main base there. That is not as much of a problem early game, because, well, one thing, it will spur my allies into helping, but it will also... Oh, damn it, they're both here. There's 2 Venturers next to me, I think. But it will also... Oh, did I? I think I missed. Hit detection on that is a bit wonky sometimes. Oh my god, I've got so many Venturers next to me. Oh, I'm getting picked apart by a team. Okay, let's get some more defense when I can. But yeah, it's not that much of a problem going for Alpha 1 this early, because they're not going to take it in a reasonable amount of time, and the mining bases are so much more important. Like, being able to have a level advantage early on is enormous. Okay, so I'm going to go to Alpha. I'm not going to spawn where I used to spawn. I'm going to spawn a bit closer to the Alpha base, because now that they've taken that mine, I might as well defend the base that they're all inevitably going to go after. Or they're all going to jump home. That too. So this is actually a good example of something that will happen to a lot of new players. Quite often, you will be playing the game perfectly reasonably, and you will feel like you are very ineffective, let's say. You will be you're just playing the game, and then suddenly, oh, I'm dying so often, like, I've got 2 deaths and not even, and 1 takedown, and oh, it might even be even more extremely, like, you've got 7 deaths and like 2 takedowns, or something like that. Don't worry, that it's not necessarily a reflection on you. Obviously you're new to the game, so you're not going to be playing as well as some of the other people, but also you're going to be in situations where either you're not used to being in that situation, like I was in a flagship having to fight, or Colossus, sorry, having to fight 2 different people, up to like 4 different people when his reinforcements arrived, and you just stand no chance. There's also going to be some times when you really do suck in that ship, like you just, it's not your play style, so that's going to make it very hard. Generally, your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, I hate this ship, I'm never going to play it again. But don't be. Try not to be, at least. Sure, hang up that ship, try another one, but it's probably not the ship. It's probably you just did not know enough about the game to make me a bit. Oh god, ghosts! I hate ghosts. Damn it, you derailed my story. I suppose in my tank I can eat it for a little bit. Very. Turn. So you can see I'm still hitting this guy, even though he's like behind the terrain. That's because I'm in the Colossus and have flak. Oh yes, I evaded a lot of those attacks of the assassin there. So I'm just basically going to eat this. I'm going to try and stick close to our adventurer, who might try and heal. And hopefully I'll be involved in that healing. Whoa, okay, let's move ourselves to the side. Oh, that was a bad hit for us. Okay, we're not going to be able to take this punishment for too long. Tips on avoiding ghosts are to vary your motion ever so slightly in like side to side. Like if you use Q and E to strafe, it puts off so many different assassins. Like it's pretty powerful. All right, so unfortunately we lost Gamma there. You saw me jump there pretty early, like at the minute mark, which is the best time to do it. Particularly if you're in a slow ship like the Colossus. We unfortunately did not get it, that was because we were overwhelmed. The surprise ghost did get me, which was unfortunate. But there seems to be something wrong with spectator mode recently. Like it will occasionally take you out of spectator mode when you're spectating someone, even though they haven't been destroyed. It's a little odd. Okay, unfortunately I did not notice where the enemies were. I think they're at Alpha actually. Okay, so our team isn't doing that great. That's alright. These guys are probably new, which is fine. I would love to help them more, but I'm busy trying to help you. Okay, so these guys have got Gamma, which is, or gas power rather, which is really worrying. So I'm actually not gonna go out and engage them. I'm just gonna kind of sit back here, regroup my friends here. This Reaper, I don't know what his plans are, but mine are not to engage them. That Sentinel is fast enough that he'll catch up with us pretty quickly. He's capturing the mines, which is annoying, but we'll have to work on taking him out together. Okay, looks like I've got some friends, which is good. That's actually changed my mind. I'm going to push up slightly. Okay, so he's got 2 Venturer allies. I would go for... Okay, someone's going for that Venturer. That's probably a bad idea. He's going off to the side there. But I'm going to follow them. I'm going to try and help them take out that Venturer as best I can. He might be within range of my disable beam. Let's see if I can do that. Oh no, it hit the rock. Damn. Okay, I'm going to activate my point defense because I can hear missiles incoming and toggle it off because I know they've stopped. And I'm going to do my absolute best to stop this guy from doing his job. Fortunately, he's gone far from his allies. He's ventured far, if you will. And he is actually not within range of that shield, I don't think. And so he's not going to be providing very much healing. Okay, so this guy's also kind of far away from his healer, so I'm going to focus on him. Activate my point defense. Sometimes you'll be wondering why you don't hear the point defense thing, and you also don't hear anything at all, for that matter. That's because you've probably been concussed or disabled in some way that destroys your ability to hear. Oh, he has been repaired. That sucks. Yeah, I'm going to switch targets then. I'm going to switch to the switch my target to that guy. I'm actually going to boost. There is collision damage in this game, and the bigger your ship, the better when it comes to colliding. I'm going to keep my point defense on. Toggle it off. I'm going to capture both of these guys in my weapons fire, actually, which is a good thing to do if you're a capital ship. Or a Colossus, sorry. I might accidentally call this thing Colossus or a flagship a lot, because that's what it used to be called. Quite recently, well, not recently, but a few patches ago, quite a few of the ships' names were changed, so I still call them by the old name fairly regularly. And I don't know what happened to my Reaper friend there, but he appeared to have... Do we have 2 Reapers on our team? No, we don't. He just kind of left me to the other side. Let's see. Okay, well, Alpha is in a lot of trouble. Alpha needs... Oh. I should just have it on keybind. Okay, so unfortunately they are starting to pull ahead of us in the mining department, which is something we really need to fix. I'm going to try and defend Alpha, although it looks like no one else has heeded my call. Maybe the guy who respawns will, the Reaper.
We are in danger of losing a station.
Okay, I'm going to target that Venture. They have not taken the time to heal, which is good. I did not activate my point defense in time there, which sucks. You'll also be... you just experienced the whole, you can't hear anything. So, that's what that's like if you don't know. Oh, did I graze him? I might have grazed him. Keep firing. As a flagship, you've got quite a lot of range. If you look on the percentage number just above his name there, kind of like on my reticule, you'll notice that it says like 67%, now 100%, now 67%. That's your weapon arcs. So, the game... Oh, he's well out of range, isn't he? So, each ship has lots of different weapons, but they only have a certain arc, if that makes sense. So, like, I've only got... All my weapons can fire forward, but I've only got 67% of them when I'm looking downwards, for example. Okay, so Gamma's coming up soon. I'm going to cap this mine, and then head on over to Gamma. Hopefully the rest of the team will follow suit. I'm actually going to start jumping now, because I know I can capture this before I can jump. It's always a good idea to factor that into account. Okay, so there's probably an assassin up there somewhere, just waiting for one of us to go to it. You can also see someone steaming down Beta. I'm okay to let them do that, because, yep, as suspected, they've decided to warp over here. Okay, always try and focus fire on someone, particularly a healer. Okay, I've managed to disable that guy. That's been one time my disable actually hit. If you could focus someone down as a team, that's always beneficial. Because the less people firing on your entire team, the better. Trust me, it makes the tank feel a lot better. Okay, so you notice that sound? That is the sound of my armor breaking. It's not a good sound. I don't like that sound, but it is a sound that happens. And wow, where did my team go? Did my team just die? What happened? How did my team die? We were winning that fight. We were winning that fight like, wow, alright. So as I was mentioning in the at the start, there will be games like this that you feel like you're sucking so badly and the ship you're in really sucks because it can't do anything. That's very often just part of being a new player, and also just games like that happen. Like, especially now, there's going to be so many new players playing the game that you're going to get lumped eventually on a team where no one knows what they're doing, including you, and everyone on the other side knows what they're doing. So, yeah, that's going to happen. Try not to let it be too sad. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Ah yes, the old venture on venture fight. If you have epilepsy, I apologise for your death, but you probably picked the wrong video to watch. Actually, no, you should have. This isn't really like the worst video you could have watched. The worst video you could have watched was like episode 27, when it was all adventurers. But I think that's gonna be my favourite episode for quite a while. So I'm not sure if I like the short boost. I'm not using it as frequently as I thought I would be. So perhaps the long boost is the way to go, at least in my opinion.
New signal. Enemy ship.
Okay, so we've got the ghost there. My weapons as a Colossus are effective out to 10 kilometers. He's probably going to decloak and attack me. I'm going to just fire my flak. Oh, hi there. So, whoa, that was impressive. That was most impressive. Oh, damn it. Just slightly off. That was entirely my fault. I'm actually going to boost and kind of move away from him as best I can. Vary my angle a little bit. Moving all axes. Don't stick to a single one. Try and confuse him. Stop going in a direction. Switch to going backwards as best you can. It's hard to do this in like a Colossus. It's really hard to fight anything that's maneuverable in a Colossus. But you have to do your best. And the best thing I can do at the moment is just keep him decloaked. He's gonna come around the mountain, and it's gonna be a problem. But there's only so much I can do. I'm actually gonna jump home, because I don't think, that might be a problem. Yep. Okay, I knew he was gonna come for me then. Don't have a weapon, don't have a weapon. Whew. Okay, so when you're jumping, you take a ton more damage than normal. Okay, I'm gonna jump here real quick and help these guys. Because I think that's gonna be more important than defending Alpha 1 for a little bit. Oh really? I was hoping they would have been more in combat there. It looks like I just jumped to my death. That kind of sucks. I was really hoping it would be more of a, oh, there's two people here at half health. No, it was more of a, there's two people there at full health. And have the high ground, Anakin. Okay, so this is actually a very bad situation, because the two people we're fighting, they probably won't jump out, but they don't need to jump out, because anyone in this lane can jump straight to our base. So if there's anyone back there, they could just come and jump into our base right now. Usually, it's a better option to stay in your allied base and repel the attack, and then kill all their people, and then go and take your bases back. The problem with that is, if everyone is fighting over here in beta, and, well, let's just say it's usually better to stick with your team, even if they're doing dumb decisions, because you generally, if you're on your own, you'll probably die. I mean, you can try and convince your team to do dumb stuff, or undumb stuff, and sometimes, like this time, you don't want to follow them into the dumb stuff, you have to, like, defend your base. But when they're making a questionable decision, if you're not confident on your own, just stick with them. It might work out in the long run, who knows. So the Ghost is the least of my worries at this point. The Ghost is I suppose I could take him out. I mean, he does a lot of damage, but I know where he is. He's not going to cloak, he's not going to do any of his ghosty things, so I can take my time with him. The base will slowly destroy him anyway. If I can keep ramming him, that's actually a fantastic way to deal with him, because I'm a lot bigger, so I'll do more damage to him than he'll do to me. Also, it's always good to fight inside your base, because that way you prevent them from taking over, and you get healed at the same time. I'm going to fire missiles at this guy just to make sure. There we go. I kind of wish I'd fired on the Venturer, but the Venturer wasn't actually going into our base, so it wasn't as much of an issue. I wish I could go straight to Gamma. Or I wish someone would go to Gamma, because I'm betting that's where all the enemy are right now. I'm going to turn my ship as best I can. Might have been a mistake to use the boost right then. If I had a gyro boost, maybe it would be better, but that does not mean it's good. I'm going to jump to the Gamma sector. Now that I've captured this, I would love to be able to take some of these mines, but we really don't have the time right now. There's a Pioneer and a Sentinel there, just waiting for it. Oh, there's no way I'm going to get there in time. Oh, other Sentinel. Maybe you can hold them off for a little bit. Come on, let me boost in, let me boost in. Oh, it's 8 seconds. I thought it was 0. Come on, hammer that boost button, hammer that boost button. Gotta get in that sphere, just gotta get my nose in. Fire all my weapons. Keep that guy there. You might have a propulsion boost, but I've disabled your engines. Try to boost to 0. Oh, there's a stealth ship nearby. So do try and listen to your people, like your bridge crew. Most of the time they'll be saying the same old stuff over and over again, and it gets very easy to ignore them. But they do still have useful information, so don't. Let's just... Oh, really? That didn't hit? Come on, guys. Oh, that Venturer. Those Venturers know what they're doing. Oh my god, those Venturers are destroying everyone. Boost into this guy! Push him out of the Gamma capture zone. Yeah. Oh, I'm so dead. Once again, my entire team has just died. I don't know what happened to them. Like, they're just all focusing my top armor and there's nothing I can do about it. So we had a Sentinel Adventurer. I guess he, oh, he's losing armor pretty quick. They hit guess already? No, he's just got a weak armor point to the enemy, unfortunately. That sucks. Alright, unfortunately we've lost Gamma 3. As if it's going to get progressively harder and harder for us to repel these guys. Fortunately though, we have captured some of the mining stations, so someone fast did go down and do that. I'm guessing this Reaper. That is valuable. However, it would have been much more useful if he was there at Gamma, because with the Reaper's firepower, he could have easily chewed up quite a few ships. Alright, let's respawn, and I'm gonna head to Alpha 2, or Alpha, just in general. We have an even number of people on both sides. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. We've got the Ghost, the Phantom Ghost. Ouch. I really did struggle there to not say Phantom Menace. Okay, I disabled the Ghost, which is good. Also going to deploy slow drones on him while I can. I'm going to ignore, for the most part, the Pioneer. Okay, that guy could have jumped. Yes, he did. Oh, that guy. Eat missile. Whoa, where did he go? He did that whole Millennium Falcon thing. Where you fly really close to a bridge and they lost sight of him because they don't have sensors apparently. And he just disappeared. Oh, I missed that. Oh, that sucks so much. Okay, that's unfortunate. He's going to get away. Oh, no he's not. No he's not. He's not going to get away. Ah, he might get away. He might get away. I'm committing an awful lot to this stupid cause. Okay, I'm going to turn my point fence off because I'm pretty sure that's all the missiles. hopefully I've fired enough missiles at him that he dies. It does not appear to be the case. I'm switching my target to that Venturer. I activated my point defense a bit earlier there because I suspected that there would be a weapons fire there, or rather a volley of missiles heading my way. Oh, my armor's almost gone, but I'll kill you! At least with my explosion, or at least contribute. Damn it! Oh wow, we were invaded our home base? Huh, I did not even notice that. Well, GG everyone. So there it goes to show that, you know, a lot of good players can forget about how to live. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.